Hey guys, Lee Harvey Weinstein here with another crazy magic video. You guys love crazy magic videos. I love making them, and I love it as much as telling you guys to check out all the links in the description. If you guys want to check out the Pick Cake Card Academy, just check that puppy out. You could be from all the way from a nobody in magic, a loser, a scrub, a little piece of, all the way to an expert in magic in no time whatsoever. I drop 2 videos a week. You should totally check that out. Look at the description below. Oh yeah, so much excitement. And if you want, you can check out my projects too. That also helps. Those hot projects, you can check them out anytime. You got persistence of memory. Oh boy, man, I'm so excited talking about them. I'm sure you'll be excited checking them out. But that's not what we're here for today. Today we're here for something fairly interesting, and that is a coin trick. You guys know that I like coin tricks, and you guys know that when it comes to coin magic, there's no one better than Piggy. So I'm gonna show you guys some I'm not good. But today I'm gonna show you guys a basic sleight that everyone needs to know with a quarter, a $50, a small chicken. But the actual move looks a little bit like this. It's just a way of putting a coin in your hand and making it disappear. Now, of course, the coin doesn't actually disappear, but the illusion is that of a retention, and that is kind of what we're going for here. So I'm going to show you guys different ways on how to do that so that you could be the life of the party and even pretend to throw the coin in your hand and catch it in the other hand, which is something that shows off skill to the person that you're showing this to, so they could think that you're more skillful than you actually are. Let's just jump into it.
Steam, and I don't brag, I don't cuss, and my pants don't sag. I do exude a little Christian swag, and I'm proud to be an American.
Hey guys, Coin Magic here. So today I'm going to show you the move known as the retention vanish. The retention vanish goes pretty much as far back as when people started holding coins in their hand and pretending it to transfer into the other hand. So it's a move that is as old as that. So you have people doing it with rocks in the caveman days, which I can't attest to, but it probably did happen. However, this move in particular, first time it was published was somewhere in the early 1900s. T. Nelson Downs, same dude that made this palm right here, same guy that made that palm right there. He's the person that published this book with a whole bunch of coin stuff. This is one of the things in it, and that's pretty much as far as it goes. But I'm sure that, again, people were doing this with cavemen. But what you're doing is that essentially you are giving the illusion that the coin is being retained in the hand. However, it's not. And the reason for that is, you notice a little bit of the shine. That shine stays in your retina for a little bit longer than the coin actually stays in the hand. So by the time your eyes register the coin in this hand, it's already in this hand. Oh yeah. So let's talk about the actual mechanics here. It's a very simple thing. All that I'm doing is holding the coin between my forefinger and my thumb. You see that? That's all that I'm holding the coin. My middle finger is in light contact with the bottom of the coin. You can't tell it's a coin because it's not in focus. Now you can tell it's a coin. So that is my grip with the left hand. You notice it's not a difficult grip. However, I am showing as much of the coin as possible. This is a tip from Di Vernon, the idea of showing as much of the coin as possible without necessarily dropping the coin. So this is something you should do if you want to do this vanish. So what's going to happen is that you're going to bring your left hand up, and your hand is going to contact your palm right here. So this coin is going to contact the palm. Now, what's actually taking place is that when my fingertips cover, you notice that my pinky and my ring finger are the first fingers that come up. I'm not doing this weird, like, eloquent sort of move. All that's happening is that I'm bringing my pinky, my ring finger, and my middle finger up. And the moment they touch the knuckles of my right hand, that's when I do the move. So you notice that allows for a little bit of a retention there, because you don't see, it's not just the hand completely closing on the coin, it's a little bit of a delayed action, and that's what's going to allow for the actual retention vanish itself. So at speed, it just looks like this. However, what that allows you to do, when your fingers come in contact with your knuckles, all that's happening is that I'm using my middle finger to tilt the coin and put it in this position. So you notice from the front, you really don't see much. From the front, you don't see much. And from the side, you see the coin is resting on my middle finger, and it's being helped by the forefinger. That's what's happening right there. You see the hot focus there? So when the hands close out, my fingertips are putting the coin in that position. However, because of the nature of the actual shine of the coin, you notice that there's a little bit of a retention of the coin staying in the hand. That's why the name of this is the retention vanish, because that retention is what sells the illusion. But one more time, all that's happening with the right hand is that you're taking the coin from this position to this position. That's it. So one more time, the coin is being held here. Your middle finger comes up, brings the coin up and pivots it to this position. So now it's resting on the middle finger itself. However, when you combine the actions with closing up your hand, you see that the illusion of the coin staying in the hand is perfect. And you're going to add another little movement here which sells the illusion further. So when you're doing the action of the retention vanish, this hand is already naturally at an angle. You see how the hand is naturally at an angle? It's not straight on, it's at an angle. You're going to continue that by pivoting the hand and bending it forward as if you are repositioning the coin somewhere in the hand. That's the action that you're trying to approximate here. However, what's happening is that you are just adjusting your hand and moving your thumb to this position over here. That further sells the illusion that you're just adjusting the coin somewhere in the right hand. And if you want at this point, you could pretend to throw the coin or do whatever it is that you want to do with the vanish. But you see, when you combine the action of the actual hand turning over itself and the retention vanish itself, you have a very, very good illusion that the coin is still in the left hand in this case. So don't dismiss this little turnover action because that sells it a lot. However, best advice is what they all tell you to do, which is actually generally put the coin from one hand to the other so that when you actually do it at a way that's not true, it looks the same. So put the coin in the hand, adjust it, do the same thing you would do so that when you actually do the move, it should look the exact same. That's kind of the best tip for this particular move. And from this position, by the way, it's very easy to just drop the coin into finger palm, and now you're pretty much hidden. So as your fingertips drop, the coin is in finger palm right here. I like to use my ring finger to put a little bit of pressure, my pinky finger to brace it in the bottom, and guess what? That coin is there ready for me to do whatever it is that I want. What you could do is you could have the coin in the left hand, put it in the right hand, bring up your sleeve, then you do the retention vanish as you put up the other sleeve, and now you're in a perfect position where they have that retention of vision of the coin in their hand. You can make it disappear, and everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. So at this point, you have the coin in finger palm. You could produce it from someone. You could do whatever it is you want with it. But ultimately, you have a very clean vanish of a coin that you could use to impress your friends and family at the next Barbados. So that's the retention vanish. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And make sure to practice it. That's one of the more important parts. Make sure to practice the move. It's not one of those moves you're going to get right off the bat. But once you get this action down of transferring the coin to this position and you get it to look good, then guess what? You have a vanish that you could use anytime, anywhere. There you go. So you guys enjoy that and do all the things that people do. I'm going to go figure out different ways to use a toilet seat bowl to get rid of waste.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.